Welcome back. It is Monday, April 24th in the MLB, and my three favorite picks are on the way. I'm Logan, normally joined by Austin from Calling Our Shot, but in case you didn't know, Austin had a really big weekend. My boy got married. I was the best man at his wedding, and it was such an amazing wedding. So naturally, Austin is on his honeymoon and will not be joining us for these picks, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to get some winners for him today. Let's do a quick recap of our Friday slate because that was the last video we had. Yeah, Austin would be so proud. We brought out the brooms. Blue Jays team total over, cash it. We had Cardinals first 5-run line. It was a bit sweaty, but also cashed that one as well. And Nerfy Nation got a much-needed win with the Pirates and Reds no-run first inning. That's exactly how we want to end the week since we didn't have any videos over the weekend. But you know what? We're going to stay hot for Austin this week, even without him. Now, anybody who's on this video looking for the NBA video, yeah, important announcement. No NBA video until Monday, May 1st. It's just Logan holding down the fort on this channel to let Austin enjoy his honeymoon. So for all of you in the comments, please just answer no NBA video, no NBA picks. Trust me, guys, you do not want my NBA picks. I'm a baseball guy. I stay far, far away from the NBA. But without further ado, let's dive into what we have today. And we're going to our first pick. In this game, we're going to the Red Sox versus Orioles game. This jersey, by the way, Austin gifted me as his best man. It's a Ryan Mountcastle jersey. It's our boy Ryan. And we're taking the Red Sox versus Orioles first 5 total under 4.5 runs. Minus 130 odds on FanDuel is currently your best value. And now, look, I also lean the full total under 8 as well, but I hate the Red Sox bullpen. Guys, if you watch the Red Sox enough, they have a few bullpen arms in there that I just can't trust for an under. So this is a line read total play, right? The last time these two teams faced each other and these two starting pitchers faced each other, there were a total of 13 total runs scored in the first 5. The full game ended with a final score of 9-8. So we're really doing some line reading saying, why is this line so low? With juice actually on the under. Now, I imagine the total probably could go up to 8.5, so this line could fluctuate for sure. But Dean Kramer is not an ace, but he's starting for the Orioles today. He enters with a 6.16 ERA and a 1.37 whip on the year. Not great numbers for Dean Kramer. He's also had a home run problem in his first 3 starts of the season. He's had a home run problem. You don't like to see that for an under, but in his last start versus the Nationals, Kramer went 6 2/3 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and no walks. That's really important to not have any walks in there because, you know, a pitcher like Kramer, sometimes he can drive up the walks. But I'm confident Kramer gets more starts under his belt. As the year goes on, he gets these more starts. His command and his control will improve as it did in his last start. So it's just it's an amount of sample size, right? You know, he has a high earned run, you know, at the beginning of the year. I actually do expect that to tick low. And the total is set low as potential regression spot coming up for this Red Sox offense. You know, they're coming off a game where they just scored 12 runs yesterday at Milwaukee. You know, this Red Sox offense is great on paper, but sometimes I just don't trust those hitters, guys. Look, you know, they're statistically better at home, too. Now on the road today, Boston's offense only hitting 233 on the road. That's 24th in the majors. So I actually think Dean Kramer is in line for a decent showing today. And now on the other side, we've got Chris Sale starting for the Red Sox, right? Chris Sale enters this game with an 8 ERA and a 1.67 whip. So those numbers are still a little bit high. But if you guys remember, we actually backed Chris Sale in his last outing. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 11 strikeouts. Chris Sale looked like vintage Chris Sale. He had it going. He was getting the swing and misses. And I actually think against this Baltimore offense, he'll be able to get those swing and misses as well. Baltimore is 21st in strikeouts. Baltimore also is only hitting 233 at home. That's 20th in the majors and 17th in OPS. At the end of the day, these pitchers aren't the best on paper. Not going to sugarcoat that at all. But this total is set low for a reason. At full game, if you want to take the full game under as well, go for it. I just think both these pitchers are actually going to put up pretty solid showings to start. And I think the runs might come later in this one. And I think there is an advantage to take that under 4.5 total runs as our first pick in this one. Now let's go to our second pick. And we're going to a money line in this one. We're going to the Reds, and we're taking them on the money line. Minus 108 odds on FanDuel is currently your best value there. Now, look, this is classic Logan's line reading, right? 14-7 Rangers are in a pick'em with the 7-15 Reds. I mean, this line is begging for you to take Texas. I don't love backing bad teams. No one gets excited about it, but this line is just so off, right? You got Nick Lodolo starting for the Reds today, and he was absolute batting practice in his last start. On the year he's decent, right? 4.98 ERA, but in his last start, guys, it was rough. 12 hits, 8 earned runs. Yeah, Nick Lodolo got touched up by the Tampa Bay Rays, but that's a really good offense, right? Even though the Rangers are also a pretty decent offense, lefties are actually their weakness, right? Texas is only hitting 233 versus lefties. That's 21st in the majors, 21st in OPS versus lefties as well. So I actually think Lodolo can, put a really solid showing against this Rangers offense, even though they got some, big hitters in that lineup for sure. And on the other side, you got Nathan Eovaldi, right? Eovaldi, 5.4 ERA and a 1.48 WHIP on the year. Okay numbers for him, right? He's a pitcher, though, that the Reds could easily get some hits and runs up on. I have no doubt about that. We saw recently a terrible Royals offense get 10 hits, 6 earned runs up on Eovaldi. And I definitely think, this Reds offense hitting at home definitely should be able to get to him. Cincinnati, decent offense at home, 12th in batting average at home, 13th in OPS at home. Cincinnati also, when we're talking about the bullpens, because you know what, in the starting pitcher, I actually would give the edge to Lodolo. Reds 16th in bullpen ERA, Texas second in bullpen ERA. So you're going to tell me, Logan, there's a decisive advantage for the Rangers on all check boxes. Okay, if there is such an advantage, why is the line a pick 'em, right? You know what? Sometimes in baseball, you just have to trust the line. Trust me, because I've done it enough. And you know what? Everyone was second guessing me when I picked the Rockies, coming off like 8 straight, losing games. And they ended up winning that game outright against the Phillies. What does that show you, right? Sometimes in baseball, you don't always get to make the bet you love. Sometimes you have to make the right bet, even if it does blow up in your face. The best teams in baseball still lose 60 to 70 games, guys. That's a reminder. And I think this is a spot, actually, that the Reds could steal one from a more talented Rangers team. The line just doesn't look right. I think it's begging for you to take Rangers. And you know what? I don't want to be a sucker today. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the Reds on the money line in this one. Playing at home, I do like the spot for them. Now, guys, let's see if I can get the Nerfy Nation music fired up, because even though I'm solo, we still got to get this music going. My flag is trolled up. It's just me waving my flags, but if you guys have flags at home or in the chat, I need them as well. And we are going to a no-run first inning today that I actually think stands a really good chance at cashing. We're going to the later game on the slate, and we're taking the Cardinals versus the Giants, no-run first inning, minus 125 odds on FanDuel is your value there. Now, look, you can also take the under half runs in the first inning. You could take the tie if you want. Whatever bet your book has. We're going to roll with no runs in the first inning, so it has to end 0-0. But I do like this spot because we got Cobb versus Montgomery. We got Cobb starting for the Giants. Cobb 3-1 this season on no run first innings. Good sample size there. Cardinals are an annoying offense in the first inning. We know that with Goldschmidt, Arenado, likely to be up at bat. But I still think Cobb, pitching at home where he's more comfortable, will be able to get some swings and misses and some easy putouts. Just no solo home runs, Cobb, and we should be good there. Now, on the other side, we got Jordan Montgomery starting for the Cardinals. Knock on wood, Mr. Montgomery has not allowed a first inning run. He's 4-0 on Nerfies this season, which you like to see. The Giants, sort of annoying in the first inning, right? 9th in first inning runs. We just saw them run first inning against the Mets on Sunday Night Baseball. But San Francisco, they're only hitting 214 versus lefties. That's 24th in the majors. Jordan Montgomery is a left-handed pitcher, so I think it's actually a decent spot. The over-under set to 8, right in the range we like to pick them. Nerfy Nation, I think we stand a really good chance at cashing this one. We need to get on a hot streak for Nerfies, and this could be the week to do it. Even though I'm just a one-man show flying the flag right now, Austin's going to have to remotely fly his flag, but I still think it stands a really good chance at cashing that one. So that does it for our picks today. We got the Red Sox first 5 we had the Red Sox first 5 under 4.5 versus the Orioles. We have the Reds on the money line, and we have the Cardinals versus Giants no run first inning. Those are our 3 picks today. Just Logan Man in the 4th today, but I sense a winning day on the horizon. I'll be back tomorrow. Again, guys, no NBA. Please tell all the people in the comments who are spamming me there is no basketball. Let Austin enjoy his honeymoon, and I'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.